Is the Bucktool DC50 dust collector worth your money? Does it suck? How easy is it to assemble? Well, in this video, we're going to answer all these questions plus more, so make sure you watch the entire video. Let's go. So I want to give a big thank you to Bucktool for sending me this dust collector to make this video. I also want to be transparent with you guys, letting you know that they did send me this item for free to make this video, but everything in the video that I say is my honest opinion. All right, so this is pretty much it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces in total. I know there's probably some pieces in that box over there, but it doesn't look too difficult to assemble. So let's find these instructions, which are right here, and get this assembled. So these are gonna be all the pieces you need to make your base mobile. All right, so you're gonna take your shaft that has a pinhole on one side, and you're gonna slide it inside these two holes on the back of the base. Next, add your pin to the shaft so that it won't slide out. Add your wheel and secure it with a nut. Alright, make sure you don't tighten it all the way or else your wheel's not going to spin, because the pin back here is going to hit the base and you're going to get this. It's not going to spin. So there you go. Now for the front of the car, very simple. You just line up, put your screws in. You can't really mess that up. So you know how I say you can't really mess that up? Well, I did. You have to add a washer to your screw, so don't forget that step. And you do the same for the other side. All right, so we're gonna add these supports on the base now. There's 4 holes on the bottom of the support. There's 4 holes that line up with the base. So you just grab your support, make sure the open area is facing in towards the other support, and you're just gonna use this short screw or bolt and bolt it down. So Bucktool does supply this tool that comes with the kit. It fits this bolt perfectly, so you could tighten it. But for the most part, you can use your hands on these, and then just use the tool to get it snugged. On the bottom of our housing assembly, there are 4 bolts, 2 on each side, where supports are going to line up. We need to remove them so that we can slide our housing on top of our supports. To secure your filter bag and dust bag, use these straps that look and act like belts. You have to loop it through your bag and then just clamp it down. Very simple. Alright, so that's going to be how you assemble the Bucktool DC50, and by far the hardest thing on the whole assembly was installing this bottom bag down here. There's this plastic bag that goes inside of this white bag here, and it's pretty much impossible to keep this plastic bag up here while I was trying to put on this white bag. I ended up using blue tape, as you can see right here, as another pair of hands to hold this up, and even with that I had to lay it on its side to not work against gravity. So there has to be a better way. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I never earned a dust collector, but that's the way I did it, and I'm not looking forward to changing out that bag when it gets full of dust. But I'll let you guys know how that goes then. Okay, so the first test I did on the DC50 is a noise test. I recorded the sound from 4 different spots in or around the shop using a decibel reader app on my phone. I also decided to compare my old shop vac to the DC50 to see if it was any louder. The first decibel reading was 5 feet away from the dust collectors. Because my shop is small, the second reading was from 10 feet away from the dust collectors. After that, I went inside the house and took the decibel reading from the other side of the door to see how loud it would be inside the house. The last place I took the decibel reading was from right outside the garage door. I wanted to see how loud it would be for the neighbors. I was quite shocked to see that the Bucktool DC50 was not any louder than a shop vac when it has over 6 times the sucking power, or CFM. Speaking of CFM, that's the next thing I tested. Bucktool claims that the DC50 has a CFM of 750. To test this, I bought an anemometer and held it in front of the flexible dust port with 3 different sizes. I was not able to connect the 4-inch hose to my planer, it just would not fit. I had to use a 2 3/4-inch adapter to connect it. I know this is not ideal, but the 4-inch would just not slide in, I'm not sure why. This was a good time to test out and take advantage of the auto start feature on the Bucktool DC50. You just plug in the tool you're going to be using and it will start on its own when you turn on your tool. Usually you find stuff like this on really expensive tools. It is a very nice feature to have. The flexible hose that comes with the dust collector is not very long, so I will have to upgrade that in the near future. Also, the power cable on my table saw is not very long, so unless the dust collector is right next to my table saw, I have this mess. I wasn't sure if the Bucktool would run power tools fine if I added an extension cord, but it actually worked quite well. Once again, I want to say a big thank you to Bucktool for being the first sponsor of this channel. So far, I'm really liking the DC50. The only thing that I had issues with was the bag, but I already addressed that. Other than that, the thing looks great. If I have any issues with the machine down the road, I will update on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me there. I also have a discount code down in the description, and I'll put it here on the screen for you guys, so you can get it a little bit cheaper as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video or found something useful from the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you didn't, also hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content.